Hey y'all from Spindle Mountain Mercantile. I am Heather. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you how I made this nativity scene in a teacup. There's really not a lot to explain, so for most of it you can just watch. Occasionally I'll pop in and tell you a few things. These nativity figurines are from Hobby Lobby. It's an ornament set and I simply cut the loops off. The cup and saucer are blue willow and I found them at a Goodwill. Now, I know there are a lot of purists out there who cannot stand if someone glues or cuts apart something that's antique or vintage. I am only using a glue gun, so if somebody like that wants to take this apart and use it for a tea party, they can easily do so. But you guys, I can barely sell these blue willow dishes for $2 a piece in my booth. And I think it's better to have them this way where they can be enjoyed seasonally than to have them stuffed in a box in somebody's dusty attic, or even to have them sitting in a china cabinet where they're never used. And these were never used, or else I wouldn't have been able to find them so easily at Goodwill. In the description, I will include links for the items I purchased on Amazon. If you use those links to buy your own items, Amazon will compensate me with a small amount. I think the Holy Family needs a place under which they can sit, and the angel needs something to sit upon, so I decided to use this box and make them a shelter. It needs to be narrow enough to fit down between the foam and the sides of the teacup. The top needs to be flat so the angel has a surface she can sit on. I'm covering the cardboard with a strip of leftover drop cloth. I'm going to cover it on two sides, wrapping one edge around. I will cut the other edge off right at the cardboard, and I'll add some hot glue in a long bead and put sphagnum moss on it. Before I add the sphagnum moss, I make sure to roll it through my hands to make it kind of like a little rope. Now that glue is hot enough to make some pretty good blisters, so make sure you press it down with something like a plastic stick, like a little spatula, or make sure you don't push on the moss until the glue has cooled down enough. I'm going to use some of my little shreds that are left over and just put them randomly on different places so that it doesn't look quite so tidy. I want it to look, it doesn't have to look like a thatched roof, but just more roof-esque. And just like I try to do with my real life, I'm going to put baby Jesus in first. Then everything else will fall in place around him. Because the teacup won't be sitting on a flat part of the saucer, I'm going to use copious amounts of hot glue. I mean, I turned that thing over and I bet I put a 1/16 of a cup in there. Unfortunately, my shoulder gets in the way, so you can't see how much I do, but I want to make sure it puddles when I turn it upside down and put it on the saucer, so that no matter if there's a big space or a small space in between the two, that glue will adhere to both of them. Earlier I set up where everything would go, and I'm just going to glue them back now into those places, and then I'm done. That's it. Y'all, I'm not trying to brag, but I have never seen one of these before. I was in a group and somebody asked if anyone had pictures of the Teacup Nativity, and my brain just started racing. And look what I made. I love it. It's not my idea, but this is what I came up with on my own. And it just kind of happened as I went. I had no idea what kind of shelter I was going to give them. I didn't even know if I would give them a shelter, and I'm just really pleased with how it turned out. And if you are too, I hope you'll give me a thumbs up and consider following my channel. I have so much fun bringing this to y'all. I hope you have a great week. I hope you are blessed. Bye.